We all want to live a fun and enjoyable life. We all want to live a life where every moment is worth living. Yet oftentimes, our mindsets limit us from what we're actually capable of. And this was especially important for me, which is why I tried my hardest to discover what are the mindsets that allow us to cultivate a life that we actually want to live and that is actually worth living. So through experience, I've discovered two key mindsets that I'm going to share with you today that'll allow us to live a life that we desire. Number one is the abundance mindset, and number two is the growth mindset. So let's explore what each mindset is, how I cultivated them, and how you can cultivate them too to live your ideal life. So we all know the classic two outlooks, seeing the glass as half empty or half full. Let's look through the first lens, seeing the glass as half empty. Through this lens, we see that everything feels like it's dull and hopeless. The stuff around you has no color in it and everything is so drab. Nothing is exciting anymore. Every moment lived feels like it has a negative connotation to your life. It feels like the world is against you and that it has nothing to offer. That there isn't enough opportunities, successes, and resources to go around for everybody. That there's always something lacking. There's always something that is not enough. You feel stuck. You feel as if there's no room for you to grow because you've been living like this for so long, and deep down you believe that your ideas, mindsets, and identity is fixed. Feeling paralyzed about this, you end up doing absolutely nothing and continue to simmer in your own pool of pessimism towards yourself and the world. Why don't we take a look through the second lens? What do we see when we view the cup as being half full? The second lens offers a completely opposite view from before. Every moment that you lived is filled with hope, satisfaction, and confidence. Everything that you see is vivid, brimming with joy. You see all the opportunities popping up around you, all the things that you're able to do, all the ideas that you're able to think, and the amount that you are able to grow. You believe that everyone has the opportunity to grow and be successful, including yourself. You see all the time that you have, all the love that you can give, and all the problems that you can solve. There's an abundance of money, time, and love, and you feel this optimism flow from within you. If you operate from a place of growth and abundance, your life will become 10 times better and you'll finally be able to live the life that you desire. When I started to implement this abundance and growth mindset into my life, I was able to enjoy the days that I was living. It didn't feel like my days were just passing by without me accomplishing anything. So now that we know this, how do we incorporate these two mindsets into our daily lives? Here are the top two strategies that I've implemented and figured out to help you live the life that you desire. Number one is to learn to be present and practice gratitude. These two practices are intertwined. Once you start to become aware of the present moment, you'll allow yourself to feel and absorb all the things that are around you. Doing this will allow gratitude to flow from within you. Mindfulness is key to cultivating gratitude, and gratitude is also key to cultivating mindfulness and the ability to be present throughout your day. When you become mindful and aware of the present moment, you give yourself the opportunity to practice gratitude. It's easy to get comfortable thinking about all the negatives in your life, thinking about what you could have done, what you could do in the future, and just focusing on all the things that you lack in this present moment. It's super easy to do this. That's why oftentimes we do this. But this is where I tell you to seek discomfort. Try and shift your thoughts towards optimism rather than pessimism, because it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of pessimism. So how do we cultivate this ability to become present and be aware of all the things that are around us? Because we just found out how crucial it is to be aware of what you have and focusing on all the opportunities and abundance that surrounds you. You can do this through meditation. Start today. Start right now, even if it is just 5 minutes. If this still feels like a daunting task to you, take the rest of today or tomorrow to be intentional with whatever you are doing, with whatever the task at hand is. Focus on one task at a time and do it wholeheartedly. If you're eating, then just eat. No screens, no music, no nothing, just you and your food. Focus on all the sensations, what you're feeling, how it goes down your throat and everything. Just focus on you and the food, nothing else. If you're walking in the park, just walk. No audiobooks, no nothing. Focus on whatever is around you. All the trees, all the plants, all the birds, all the nature that is around you, that surrounds you in such an abundance. Your body is here right now in the present moment. Why not also bring your awareness into the same place? So we talked about mindfulness, but why is gratitude important? It helps you appreciate the little things in life. It focuses your attention on all the things that you already have instead of all the things that you lack, that you do not have. So how can you start to be more grateful today and practice this amazing habit of gratitude? You can do this by starting a gratitude journal. Go to your notes app, take a scrap piece of paper, do anything. Right now, go and write down one thing that you are grateful for. It can be anything. It can be like the birds, the sky, the weather, your friends, your family. It can be anything. Just write down one thing. It doesn't have to be much, just write it down. And now I challenge you to do this every single day. Build up the habit, stay consistent, and slowly you'll start to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When the focus is on optimism and what you have, it's 100 times easier to get into the mindset of abundance. The second strategy helps with cultivating a growth mindset. So to do this, I challenge you to learn a new skill, start a new project, or implement a new habit into your life starting today. While you're learning the skill, working on your project, or implementing this new habit, recognize and be aware of the thoughts and emotions that you feel while you're doing it. And this is also just another reason why it's so important to cultivate awareness in your daily life. What emotions are you feeling? What thoughts are going through your head while you're doing this task? How are they contributing to how much you can do right now? Try to capture these thoughts through journaling and reflect upon them continuously. Do you notice that you're constantly being negative, or is it more of an optimistic view on whatever you're doing? Do you believe that you'll never be able to learn this skill or implement this habit or finish this project, or that you'll never be able to change? This is where I ask you to challenge your thoughts. Believe that you're able to change with consistent action in your everyday life. This is definitely easier said than done, but I really do challenge you to try and shift your perspective and your thoughts and ideas and mindsets and beliefs and everything, and do this by recognizing what you're feeling. The first step to any of this is awareness. Awareness of what your thoughts are. Awareness of what emotions you're feeling. Just bring awareness to yourself and see how it influences whatever you're doing. Only through this awareness will you be able to create change in your life. If you do not know what the problem is, then how are you going to be able to solve the problem? This strategy will definitely take a longer time to implement in your life because you're changing your core beliefs that you've been taught and fed throughout your whole life. Things that you've grown up with ever since you were a kid. So just give yourself a bit of time to adjust to these new beliefs and habits that you're trying to implement and create in your life. You are trying to create change, and change comes with resistance. It's crucial that you constantly remind yourself of the fact that you are able to grow and change through consistent action, and the people around you are able to do so too. Obviously, there's more than one way of going about implementing these two mindsets into your life, but these are just the two that I found to be the most actionable and useful that you can implement starting today. Your life is too short to be lived in scarcity, fear, and restriction. Allow yourself to cultivate optimism, love, and growth in your daily life. Next time you're on a walk, keep yourself in the present moment. Take note of the nature that surrounds you, the trees that stand tall withstanding the test of time, and the birds that sing their beautiful lullabies. And through this, you'll slowly start to realize how much the world has to offer you. You just need to shift your mindsets to allow yourself to recognize it and internalize it. So, learn to look at that glass of water as half full, and find a way to look at the positives in every moment of your life. There's got to be a way to reframe every situation that you're in to make it optimistic instead of pessimistic. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I truly hope this encouraged you to start or continue on the track to optimism, love, and growth. If you found this video helpful, consider liking, subscribing, or sharing it to someone who could also find this useful. If you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to my free weekly newsletter. Every Friday, I share with you tactics, habits, and ideas that you can implement in your life to help become your best self. So, what are you waiting for? Let's all work on becoming our best selves. If you want to check out the free journal template that I created, consider checking out the link in the description box. I'm Crisha, and I will help you become your best self. I'll see you next week.